There are a number of myths and misperceptions regarding ETFs. One myth says that investors have to choose between traditionally passive managed, cap-weighted index products and active management. The fallacy is that this is truly not an either-or proposition for investors. At WisdomTree, we think the debate should be passive versus passive. We believe that a rules-based strategy to screen out and select a fund's holdings as part of an alternative indexing approach could be better for investors. Certain factors, such as the propensity of smaller companies to provide excess returns, have proven to add value over time. We take factor-based investing to another level and use our know-how to build indexes that capitalize on the rules-based approach. That smart beta ETFs are a fad. It's a rumor that still circulates somewhat, even though the first ETF came about a quarter of a century ago. We don't see the growth of ETFs declining anytime soon, actually anxiously awaiting the day when ETF total assets under management surpasses that of mutual funds, and that could be the next 5 years or so. We don't see anything that's faddish about being rules-based, taking concepts from academia to create investment portfolios at a fraction of the cost of legacy mutual funds. WisdomTree now has ETFs with track records as long as a dozen years, and there's tens of billions in dollars in assets inside those. It's hardly a flash-in-the-pan fad. Yet another myth is that ETFs create herding, bubbles, and dangerous systematic risks. The reality is that the kind of ETFs we manage can potentially mitigate bubbles by reducing exposure to overpriced securities and companies that have deteriorating fundamentals. If there are stocks that are getting expensive or they're starting to dominate markets, our indexes by and large tend to underweight them, or we kick them out completely, depending on the strict rule. That's the exact opposite of the maxim that ETFs create crowded trades. Also, we found that inter-asset correlations have been in decline for years. That's a fact that dispels the notion that the ETF industry as a whole is creating a herding effect. We believe that ETFs have opened up new horizons for investors, and the depth and breadth of our offerings, which now span from equities to fixed income to alternatives, is testament to that. Thank you.